How you doing today? It's Friday, and that means we're playing Final Fantasy. Now, I did say that we have some grinding to do before we take on the optional challenge boss, and that is exactly what we're going to do. But I have an idea, and that is that instead of aimlessly walking in circles to gain levels, what we're going to do is go hunting. And by that, I mean we're going to find all of the monsters that we've missed throughout the game. Or, not missed, I shouldn't say, more like haven't seen. First, I gotta find my ship. I have no idea where I left it. There it is. And the first stop is gonna be the Inner Aldi Sea, because we somehow missed an odd eye there, and I want to show that. We're gonna find every monster we missed or didn't see, and there are 16 of them in total. So let's get to it. The fun part about this is we're gonna kind of get to whip around to all of the places that we've been so far. And we won't end up being crazy over-leveled. So I will see you when we get there. So here we are back in the Inner Aldi Sea, and we are hunting the Odd Eye. So I'll see you when we find it. I think that's it right there. I hope it doesn't run away. It did. I suppose it's a little late, but I kind of can't believe that I didn't show it. I must have thought we already ran into it or something like that, but there it was. It ran away from us. I kind of can't believe I managed to attack exactly the two that didn't run away. That was insane. Okay, well, we're all done there. So our next destination is going to be the Gurgu Volcano, so I'll see you there. Alright, here we are at the Gurgu Volcano, and here we are hunting Cerberus and Red Giants. And unfortunately, that means we've got to get all the way to B4 in here, so I will meet you there when the hunt begins. Alright, here we are on B4. And it's not super surprising to me that we didn't see a lot of the monsters here. Or at least some of them, because we were using the tiles to avoid encounters. So we're just going to kind of hang out here and see if we can run into what we're looking for. Hey, there's a Red Giant. Alright. They're nothing too special, just physical attackers, just kind of upgraded versions of giants, of course, but we should be able to take him out pretty quickly. And there he goes. One down, one to go. And back to back, awesome. So there is Cerberus. Although I think it's supposed to be Cerberus, but I could be wrong about that. Either way, they do this Scorch attack. And now that we resist fire, it's way less of a problem. These guys are kind of a nightmare when you first meet them because they're one of the first things you meet that do party-wide damage repeatedly. Which, when you're at a much lower level and you lack resistances, can certainly add up to a lot. We, of course, outclassed them by quite a bit at this point in the game. But we found them, we got what we came for. And down they go. So let's go ahead and exit out of here. And our next destination is the Ice Cave, which is right nearby. Now here we're going to be hunting Arbones, Frost Giants, and Grey Peeves. Now, this is gonna kinda suck, because we're gonna have to contend with sorcerers, and no matter how leveled you are, they can still mess you up. So I'm gonna go ahead and save my game here, just in case we happen to get wrecked in here, which can happen, you know, like I said, no matter what level you are. So let's get to it. And on this floor, we'll be hunting the Arbones. And I'm gonna get right next to the stairs, and we'll do our hunting there. So I'll see you when we see an Arbone. There they are, finally. I have been here for a while. Not too exciting, they are just upgraded skeletons who are red in color. But there they are, we finally found them. This is not a very common encounter on this floor, so I am very glad to have this out of the way. But we are gonna have to go deeper to find our final two monsters we're looking for in here. Down go the red bones. And this is what I was worried about. So this is the floor with the sorcerers. We can get wrecked in here, but we've got to do some hunting. We're looking for frost giants and graypedes. So I'll see you when we find them. Okay, so we've actually come down to B3 of the ice cave because we have a little bit better of a chance of meeting what we're looking for down here. So I'll see you when we find it. And we found a frost giant. There he is. Let's kill him. These are, once again, the same as the rest of the giants, where they just have a lot of HP and hit pretty hard, but they don't do anything particularly special. I am glad I switched locations, though. I was on floor 2 for quite a while before realizing that the encounter rate there is something like 4.7%, so... It's double here for 9%, but I'm glad we met it. Now we just have one more to find. There he is, the graypede. Let's kill it. This is fun. I'm having a lot of fun just going hunting. And down he goes. Boy, our physical attackers are just insane now with their final weapons. But with that, it's time to exit out of here. And our next destination is the Earth Cave. But you know what? We've made a lot of progress, so I think I'm going to save the game real quick. And we have an unfathomable amount of money and absolutely nothing to spend it on, unfortunately. Earth Cave is going to be south, right? Yeah. Alright, it's going to be right over here. And in the Earth Cave, we are hunting the ooze. Now, this is going to be a tough one. I got to get to the 5th floor, 5th basement, and it will only have a 4.7% encounter rate. So this is going to be a while, but I will see you when we get there. Is that them? I think it is. Yep, those are the ooze. All right. I didn't even make it to the 5th floor. That's shocking to me because these have a 1.6% encounter rate here. But we got lucky, sped things up a little bit. That's fantastic. Little mage staff action is going to make quick work of them, and probably the arachnids too. Oh, I'm just overjoyed. And it's time to exit out of here. Alright, well, why don't we go save the game? Because we are making excellent progress. This is taking no time at all. At least not for you. For me, it's been, I would say, well over an hour. And now something that I want to get out of the way right now is hunting the T-Rex, who is one of the rarest encounters on the world map. He's going to be over by the Castle of Ordeal. Now, that's going to be on the northern continent, so we're going to want to wrap around the world, heading south. And it's going to be over this way. I remember. And we're going to want to go east of it. This was the path we kind of avoided taking, but I believe it's going to be right over here. So I will see you when we find ourselves a T-Rex. Ooh, Skittle leveled up. So we're level 28 now. Almost everyone's level 28, and we don't want to get too far past that. And there goes me for 20 hit points. Nice. The main idea for tackling Warmech is gonna be that we need to survive about 2 rounds of combat with it, and then we should be able to win. Now, fortunately, our next level up is a very long way off, 29,000. And hopefully we meet the T-Rex before then, but I'm not gonna go too much further than level 28 or 29. I think anything beyond that, you're doing a little bit of overkill, but we'll see. I do want to find this T-Rex. This should be our level up fight. Skittle is 29. I am 29. Doc still has more hit points than me. Maybe he should be in the second slot. But we've managed to get to level 29. Next one is 31,000 away. And we still have not seen a T-Rex, so I'm going to keep trying. But we'll see. If anything, I'll just have to start running away from fights. I don't want to get too over-leveled, as I've said before, but, you know, we'll get there when we get there. Oh, there it is! Finally! I have been here for a very long time, and we have finally run into the T-Rex. Around a 1% encounter rate, it has 600 hit points. Here it is. Oh, man. I am stoked right now. You know what? I'm gonna hit it with a nuke. Why not? And down it goes. Not too tough, but insanely rare. Oh, man. We did it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and run back to town. And I'm gonna save my game because, oh, that was so much work. Crescent Lake is as good a place as any. And the next place we want to go is the Sunken Shrine. And there we are going to be looking for the Big Eye. Not the odd eye, mind you, the big one. So I need to head to the northern continent, to the town of Onrak. And fortunately for me, it's going to be on the first floor, so right inside the door. And that'll be a generous 18%. So this one should take no time at all. And I will see you when we find ourselves a big eye. Alright, actually, I was mistaken. Because the Sunken Shrine, you begin on the 3rd floor. What I was looking for was the 1st floor, which would be the absolute bottom. But we're just gonna keep walking and see if we can get it. The place I was looking was the one place it is not. But we are on the 2nd floor. We have a 9.4% chance here, and then if we get a little bit deeper, that bumps up to 18. Ooh, Skittles level 30 already. Okay. We don't want to go too crazy, but you know what? The better chance I have against Wormek, the better off we're gonna be. Let's see here. Just Doctor hasn't leveled up, but I got 450 hit points now, and that should be pretty good. It's fairly likely I can survive 2 rounds, and that's gonna matter a lot. Alright, Doc's level 30. Does he still have more hit points than me? No, it's fine. I finally gotten back ahead of him. That feels good. Alright, well, I will meet you when we find what we're looking for. That big eye. All right, there he is. Let's kill him. So much fun. I just like saying it. He does some status elemental stuff. So he could conceivably hit Skittle with that, but they're not really gonna be a threat. And there he goes. That's what we were looking for. All right, let's exit out of here. And we're gonna go ahead and stay at the inn, because we've made a ton of progress. I'm really happy with how this is turning out. We're finding everything we're looking for. There are only a few monsters left in the game. And most of them are going to be in the Temple of Fiends Pass. So we are going to do a little bit of hunting there, and then there is one more remaining in the Floating Castle, but we'll be able to pick that up on our way to hunt Wormek. So why don't we get back in the airship, and I will meet you over at the Temple of Fiends Past. Okay, we're coming up on the Temple of Fiends. And we are going to head to the 1st floor, where we are going to hunt worms and slimes. So I will meet you back here when we find them. All right, these are the worms. That didn't take too long at all. And these guys, unlike sandworms, don't cast a crack or anything, so they're not gonna threaten a full party kill. Not that the sandworms could anymore because we have ribbons, but you get what I'm trying to say. And now all we have left to find on this floor are the slimes, and then we'll be ready to move on to the next one. In fact, we can actually hunt the Chimeras at the same time as the slime on the next floor, so why don't we do that? Let's keep going. Alright, Skittle levels up to 31. And I didn't want to go this far, but you can't run from the encounters on this floor. So if I'm gonna hunt down these Chimeras, would they be Chimeras? I have to do every one of these battles. I can't run away, so if we end up a little bit over-leveled, we're just gonna have to deal with it. But I'll see you when we find it. Oh, finally, there it is. Now, they're pretty much just like the Chimeras, but they have 4 attacks, so they're definitely stronger, but nothing we can't handle at this point in the game. Down he goes. Okay. Let's keep going and figure out what's next. Now we're looking for fighters on this floor, and that's gonna be tough. But we're gonna get it done. I'll see you there. Oh, there he is, the fighter. And he is misnamed to a degree. He is also just another spellcaster. But we are going to hit these things pretty hard because I don't really want to mess around. So we'll just nuke them. Why not? And we are getting dangerously close to overkill territory. We are like a fight or two away from leveling up. And I don't want to be crazy over-leveled or anything. I know I've mentioned that 100 times now. But the point is I figured out some better places to hunt some of the other monsters. The only one that we would have left to hunt in here would be the Iron Golem, who is the rarest monster in the game. He has a base encounter rate of something like 1.6%. So what we're going to do is we're going to get out of here. We're going to stay at the inn. And then we are going to pop over to right by the Castle of Ordeal, where we can find a Saria. So let's head over there. And I will see you right when we get there. Oh, we found it and we didn't even make it all the way there. Perfect. And all this guy's gonna leave us is that Iron Golem, who we will find on our way to do the final encounter. But I want to try to avoid doing too many more random encounters before that. Just to make Warmech still a little bit interesting. So you know what? I'll catch up with you when we get there. And Skittle levels up to 32. Now this should make this very, very winnable. Hopefully not too winnable, but Warmech is going to give us the business, kind of no matter what level we are. So I'm not super worried about it, but we do have to get to the floating castle. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay at the inn first, and I'm going to get myself 99 heal potions. Because the fact of the matter is, even hunting Warmech is dangerous. Like, Warmech is dangerous on his own, okay? But the floor where you hunt him also has encounters that have 6 sorcerers. And I was a little worried about the sorcerer formations in the ice cave. But at this point, 6 of them can still kill you. Like, 3 of them could still be a problem. 6 of them can easily TPK even a super over-leveled party. So we're gonna get 99 heal potions, and then I will see you at the top of the floating castle. Alright, here we are back at the floating castle. Now, we have a couple of things to do in here, other than hunting monsters. And that is to open those treasure boxes that we left behind the first time we came here. And fortunately, that won't take very long at all, but we will get it done. I am not leaving those closed. We need to head east first, where that cloth was. And if I remember right, it's going to be right here. Yep. So let's go ahead and drop one of our pro rings. And there's that cloth. Man, they love to leave those for you to find. Like, for every dungeon in the game. I don't know why. The developers must have just thought it was funny, and I have to agree. It makes me laugh for sure, especially the one defended by the mages. And now we'll just head to the northern treasure room and pick up that pro ring. I want to say it was here? Yep. So let's put it back on. And now there are no more treasure boxes left in the game, and there are only 2 monsters we haven't seen. 3, actually. 2 of them we are hunting here, and then there is the final one in the Temple of Fiends Past. That would be the Iron Golem. Here we are hunting Warmech and the Slime. Now, I'm hoping that I meet the Slime before I meet Warmech. Statistically, that is what should happen, but who knows? And I have a bit of a funny story about Warmech that relates to the first time we came here. Now, we want to make sure we're healed up, because while you only have about a 4% chance to meet Warmech, that doesn't mean he won't be the first encounter. It means it is very unlikely, but that doesn't mean that won't happen. And every hit point here is going to count. So we're going to make sure we're at max health between every fight. And the reason I bring up the fact that it's unlikely, but that doesn't necessarily mean it won't happen, is because that's pretty much exactly what happened the first time we came here. My second encounter in here was with Warmech himself. I couldn't believe it. We had to run for our lives. Now, I did mention before that there are formations of 6 sorcerers in here. But we already found him, and he gets first strike and kicks things off with a nuclear. Now, this means that his next turn, he may cast nuclear again, and we lose everyone but Skittle. So I'm gonna try to cast fast on myself. I'm gonna try to do a heal too. And I will try to cast fast on Skittle, but if he gets to go before us, this fight's already over. Okay, heal 2 is huge. And now... oh, him attacking there is so good. Okay. So, I'm I'm panicking a little bit. So, to finish my thought, you have to get lucky in that you need to encounter Warmech. You have to get lucky to not encounter the sorcerers and have them TPK you, and you have to get lucky with some of Warmech's actions so that he doesn't just wipe you immediately. Getting nuked down is fantastic. And you also have to get lucky. Oh my god, that's huge. We're totally gonna win this. And you have to get lucky with crits like that, because he has so much absorb that if you don't crit, you're just not gonna do very much damage. But we did it. Oh, that was totally nerve-wracking, despite the fact that I thought I was over-leveled. We did it. We beat Warmech. And we get 8,000 experience and 32,000 gil for our trouble. Now, the problem is that we met him before we met a slime. So we do still have to hang out here a little bit and try to find that slime. But I am over the moon right now. Warmech is down. We got the prerequisite number of lucky things happening, and we did it. All right, let's hunt for a slime. Now, the convenient thing about this area is that if you go immediately through here, you can teleport out of here even if Doc dies. And he certainly might if you run into sorcerers and they just happen to drop him. So while it is very dangerous to hunt for Warmech, you do have a tiny bit of insurance that way. Oh, we are poisoned ever so slightly. And there's the slime. Now, these guys are a throwback to the Scums from the Marsh Cave, where they have 255 absorb. So physical attacks aren't really going to do anything, so there's not really a reason to attack with Skittle, is there? So why don't I just cast Bane? And then we'll just use our Mage Staff, and that should clean them up fairly nicely. I may have to do it twice, but it'll be just fine. But honestly, I'm just... Oh, I'm so happy with how that Warmech fight went. Him getting to cast Nuclear immediately, and then it being unclear if he was going to get to do it again, I'm like, we might just lose this. We might just lose it right now. But then he chose to take a couple of really lucky actions where he didn't cast. Oh man, that was crazy. Slime seems so tame by comparison. But, having seen those, now only iron golems are left. And that is very exciting, because that means it's time to get ourselves ready for the final push towards the enemy who lives 2,000 years in the past. So why don't we go head back to Castle Corneria? And we're gonna go ahead and rest up. We deserve it. And do we need any heal potions? We do. So we're gonna grab 99 of those, because we will certainly need them. And I will cut to when I'm all done with that. All right, we've got 99 heal potions. Let's check it out. 18 pure potions, 5 softs, 3 houses. We barely use those all playthrough, but you know what? It's gonna be fine. Now I think, for a little bit of dramatic flair, we should make the walk to the Temple of Fiends, just like we did right at the start of the game. But that, of course, is going to have to wait until next time because I'm all out of time for today. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.